A total of 20 testimonies were received this morning, but we shall be taking 3. The following brethren to please come forward: Mr. and Mrs. Ayola Ojo, Mr. and Mrs. Sister Feishayo Ajayi, Treasure Emmanuel, Sister Feishayo Ajayi, and Mr. and Mrs. Ayola Ojo. Give Jesus a big hand of praise as they come. Mr. and Mrs. Ayola Ojo, Sister Feishayo Ajayi, and Treasure Emmanuel. Make it bigger for Jesus this morning.
Praise the Lord. My name is Feishayo Ajayi. I have brought my testimonial to the God of Shiloh, to the God of my father, Bishop David Oyedepo, who answers prayers. Last year, I lost a baby boy at birth, lost my job, but God remained faithful. My husband's job has been hard for a while. I attended numbers of interviews, but was all in vain. We received some money that's meant for a business, but my husband decided to use some of the money for transportation seed. And I questioned him, but he said it's not our money. What if God didn't provide the money from the source? Then comes Shiloh 2020. We keyed into all prophetic instructions. Then I filled my requests in my expectation card. I mentioned specifically that God should give me double for my pain and shame last year. That comes Shiloh 2021, I want to come to the altar with my babies, and God did it. Even when the radiographer said it's one baby, with faith I said there are 2 babies, and she looked at me and smiled. My husband was like, let her do her job. But I said, you are not seeing what I'm seeing. But he said, and I said it's meant to be 2 babies. One is hiding. If you say it's 1, and then the lady smiled and said, actually she's seeing 2 babies. Glory be to God. People wonder why I still come to Canaan with my big tummy. I tell them that I'm carrying my testimonies. Fast forward, my husband's job was perfected and my businesses started experiencing a turnaround. Just in the first quarter of the year, it all happened in Shiloh, where I cried to God and he sent my father to place a seal on my prayers. All my requests were met. Praise the Lord.
Double for our shame. Celebrate Jesus this morning.
Praise the Lord. We are Mr. and Mrs. Ayola Ojo. We have been believing God for the fruit of the womb for the past 10 years. And we went to hospitals and we were told that we were having infections. My wife was not menstruating and she was not ovulating. We canceled all that. We said with or without ovulation we are going to have a baby. And my wife is one of the sanctuary keeper. One of their cleaning, one of their Saturday sanitation, she came around and she met with Papa. Papa prayed with her and the siege of not menstruating ceased in her life. So now, October 2020, we went for a medicals and we saw a doctor. The doctor told us, the gynecologist told us that she is not menstruating, that her egg is just like 7-year-old baby, that she cannot give birth at all, she cannot be pregnant at all. But thank God, fortunately, the younger sister was there with us, and the doctor said maybe we can use her egg. But I said no, that she has a manufacturer, that we are going to visit a manufacturer that should fix everything. Lo and behold, my wife got pregnant and she delivered a bouncing baby boy. The person that doctor said she cannot give back.
10 years barrenness destroyed, and a miracle baby boy here this morning. Celebrate Jesus.
Praise the Lord. My name is Treasure Emmanuel. I've returned this glorious day to give praise to God, to express my gratitude with a heart full of praise and thanksgiving to this great God who is so mindful of me and who is so consistent in all his ways to leave me half done. I came to this ground with a heavy growth on my breast and the pains. Prior to this time, I've gone to a series of tests and scans, which the results came out as breast infection or matrix inflammation. So as I came last Sunday, as I was seated in this auditorium, the pain was so severe that even the bra I was wearing I cannot even wear it. I was feeling pain. I was even crying when Pastor was preaching. So after which, I gave myself to the prayer. In the course of the Shiloh, I went through the healing schools. The pain still persists. But during the mantle administration, as God's servant began to administer the mantle, he gave me the mantle. I placed it on my two breasts immediately, and I felt relief immediately. And again, my bra, which I cannot even wear for a long time, I wore that bra after that administration of the mantle throughout that day. No pain, no discomfort. And again,
1 year lump in the breast destroyed. On this mountain, you shall return with your own testimony. Give Jesus a big hand of praise.